Welcome to the Holy Shhh Podcast, post WWE Raw show for July 29th, 2024. It's your boy ABE from DET.
It's your boy Ron T, the icon.
The Yeet Dog, Jordan.
Some days you the werewolf, some days you the Yeet Dog. You got split personalities, bro.
It depends on what show we on. But today, Jay Uso and Braun Breaker is the reason I put the two names together for this episode. So I'm
What are you for NXT? What are you for NXT? What's your name for NXT?
Chuck Jordan, Mr. Parker.
Wow, you taking her?
He took her last name.
Damn. Okay. But on that note, let's get this
Mr. Parker, I am him.
Monday Night
Around the
Raw
world in the back.
starts off with Seth Rollins brings down CM Punk and Drew McIntyre to the ring to explain at SummerSlam he is in charge. Insults are thrown left and right, and Drew and CM Punk keep their cool because Adam Pearce told Seth Rollins, let them know if either one of them touches each other, there will be no match. Ron, did you enjoy the start of Monday Night Raw?
I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you.
Yeah, well, first of all, we got to acknowledge the fact that were those shoulder pads that Seth Rollins had in his shirt?
Man, I give up on his whole wardrobe, man. I don't know what he be thinking.
Bro.
And he matched the shirts with the shoes, though. I got to give him props for that. But
Bro.
To me, this segment went a little long, but it made its point. He's in charge. He's gonna make whatever rules he feels like, which leaves it open for some shenanigans to happen. And anytime that can happen with Drew McIntyre and CM Punk, I'm open to it. So
Shout out to
all right. It just
shenanigans.
went a little long to me.
Yeah, definitely. Chuck?
Man, I'm with Ron. It's way too long. Like, I was like, all right, hurry it up. But I did like the insults, but I realized ever since they like really hinted on about Becky and Seth being married, he's been going wilder and wilder with the clothes. I remember she was going wild for a minute, but now he's going wilder and wilder. I think he's trying to show her up.
But you know what?
Not a good thing.
I saw some pictures that leaked of him as a teenager. He's been doing this for a long time. I think he's just now being himself. I thought it was a character, but he was doing this shit in high school. I'm like, hell.
We don't know. It's a toss up. But
You got to put that picture up, a high school picture up in post production. So
yes,
we got to see that.
I will.
But far as the match, they didn't excite me any more than I already was for it. And I still think this is a nice mid-Carter match, which is sad for it's supposed to be a title match. I mean, not a title, but you know what I'm saying, a significant match.
Right.
Yeah, these are all three title contenders. So
did y'all agree with CM Punk said? He said they chant my name, they sing his song, and you're just the third wheel. Is that a fact? That was shots fired right there.
Right now it is, but like as talent wise, no, Drew is not the third wheel. He's right up there with him, but he got to get him a catchier song. That's what that means.
Right.
Yeah, I did like I said, I love the insults, but it was just I just felt like the insults just took too long. But as far as that one, if I was Drew, I would be like, yeah, but every time I come out, they pop for me. And granted, they pop for CM Punk too, but every time you hear Drew's music, they might not sing or say his name, but they are screaming. So
Yep. But one person who did have me screaming was the next segment backstage, where mommy was looking so scrum-diddly-umptious, giggity-goo. But she was backstage and somebody had destroyed the clubhouse and they're back there trying to figure out who it was. And clearly with the writing on the wall, it was Liv Morgan. Chuck, how did you feel about the way mommy was looking?
She was looking fantastic. Fantastic oceans, as you said.
Right.
Looking good enough to eat. I already had a little sip, so I'm no longer thirsty. But yeah, man, it was looking good.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of a little bad flashbacks because I've been in relationships like that where the girl tear my shit up. So I was a little scared. Just
Right.
a little. Just a little.
Just a little bit. But next up, we get into the Creed brothers defeating Otis and Tozawa. And afterwards, Otis gets attacked, but Maxine is the one that comes to the save. Chad Gables looks at her. I'm thinking he about to smack her, but then all of a sudden comes out the Wyatt family. Not just the Wyatt family. We get Eric Rowan, Joe Gacy, and Dexter Lumis removing their mask, showing their, I guess, original identities, and they kick the hell out of the Creed brothers. Chad runs down the aisle, but he's stopped by Uncle Howdy, and then he scatters off like a little bi onto commercial break. Ron, did they live up to the hype? Loomis, Joe, Eric.
I'm not gonna
and
lie,
Nikki Cross came off. Nikki Cross came
jumped off
with
that top
the
rope.
cross body. Yeah. So how'd they look to you?
It actually got me a little bit more excited. I'm not gonna lie, I popped when they took the mask off. I was just like, yeah, because they looked just as crazy without the mask that they did with the mask on, and they looked intimidating, and yeah, I'm excited. That's what I was thinking, that they'll come down to the ring all suited up and then take the mask off.
I need your help because I was watching it. And my daughter says, "Who's that guy on the ends? Can you explain to Joe Gacy? Who is Joe Gacy one more time as the NXT guy?"
Joe Gacy is actually, think of him like the Joker. That's kind of how he was. He was already crazy as it is. He was talking to himself. He was popping up in places, and he enjoys pain and all that type of stuff. So he is already crazy as it is. So he fits right in. He was probably open and willing because he was lost. He had once his faction disbanded, he was wandering around NXT lost. And
Faction?
I guess
You mean his cult? Sorry.
it was a cult. It was a cult. His cult dissolved, and then he was wandering around lost in NXT. And I guess Uncle Howdy found him while he was lost, so it fits right in. So, and he's actually surprisingly athletic for his size as well. So he'll be some fun to watch.
Yeah, Chuck.
I don't know if we're gonna talk about it, so I'm gonna throw it in here now. The vignette for Mercy the Buzzer, Dexter Lumis. I didn't want it, but it was great. Like you ever get something you don't really want, but it turned out great. I didn't want no more vignettes, but the one that they did for Dexter Lumis was great. I did think that was great. But I honestly was hoping that they was going to have I don't want to say mask that they wrestle in, because I like the fact that they wrestle as themselves. But if you remember when Bray would be the Fiend, he had the mask that he would wrestle in. I was hoping they would have versions of the giant mask, but smaller for them to actually wrestle in. But, having them just unmask themselves is also great. But the move sets, I don't know if anybody saw it when Gacy took Lumis off the side, turned him around, and threw, man, that the spots that they were doing was like Bray-esque.
Yeah, definitely.
I thought it was wonderful. Like it got me back interested because they kind of, you remember, hey, me and you both were saying this. They shouldn't have Uncle Howdy
getting jumped,
getting his ass beat. But I understood why they did it because they had him singing. I got the one that passed away before. What's his name? Damn.
Brody Lee.
Yeah, remember he was singing Brody Lee's theme song when he was in the corner laughing.
Yeah.
So I got the hints of it, but it was like I still didn't want to lose that early on. But man, I'm back ready for the Wyatt Six.
I'm a little bit of the opposite, man. I'm glad you brought up that vignette. I thought it was kind of like the last one. It didn't do much. I think the first two set such a standard for me. I'm like, what is this? Come on, Dexter. What'd you think about that vignette?
They didn't give any backstory. They didn't give any backstory for
really.
Nikki Cross being Sister Abigail, which is, I also want to say, Michael Cole, you know that there's doggone Nikki Cross. You call her everything with Nikki Cross. Just say it's Nikki Cross being possessed by Sister Abigail. That'll go a lot better. But yeah, they didn't do a backstory for Nikki Cross, and they didn't do a backstory for Dexter Lumis. But they did do a backstory for they did do a backstory for Eric Rowan and for
Well,
Bo Dallas. So
I thought, but I'm saying maybe it's just me, but for him to be, real silent, real quiet of a person, for them to ask him, "What? Not at your mercy. What should they do when the buzzard comes?"
Yeah.
Run.
That was cold. That was the best part. Man. That was the best part.
That was the reason why I liked Vignette.
Yeah.
I did like it too because I was wondering how they was gonna do like Dexter Lumis because he doesn't talk really. So
Right.
I did kind of like how they did that. I will say that,
That was
but
good.
I can
That
see
was
why Abe was like, it didn't hit just like the first two because the first two were backstories.
Maybe I'm being greedy.
Like I said, maybe to me, like I didn't like the Sister Abigail one. Remember, I remember being on here saying I didn't like that one.
Yeah.
But to me, Dexter hit home because, like I said, Dexter doesn't really speak. So for him to ask him, you can't really dig deep in Dexter. You got to be like,
no Diddy. Hopefully nobody digs deep in Dexter. You sick fuck.
What I'm saying, like Eric's been with Bray and Brody from the beginning. He had something to say.
Yeah.
Bo is his brother. He had something to say. The rest of them shouldn't really have much to say, especially for Dexter. Dexter, it's like he really never says anything. So the fact that he said something, run.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, that's all you needed to do for me. It was sold.
Honestly, I'm just excited to see what they're gonna do for Joe Gacy, just because of what I said. I hope that they reiterate how lost he was in NXT and how he was found by Uncle Howdy. So long as they do that, I'm perfectly fine with it.
Well, they got a match
coming up soon.
But
the next match was Bronson Reed defeats Sheamus after Pete Dunne comes out with more. He on NXT fucking with Trick. Now he back here messing with this guy. Is just, man, where's Tyler Bate to get him back under control? But anyway, Bronson Reed gets the win over Sheamus with the tsunami off the top rope, which is a devastating splash, man. I feel sorry for whoever under that move. But what's going on with Pete Dunne, Ron T?
I like that Pete Dunne. He hit him with the shillelagh and then just sat down like
right,
like I was doing what I had to do. I'm like I said last time. I'm happy to see heel Pete Dunne. Heel Pete Dunne is fun to watch. He doesn't care. He does whatever he wants to, and I'm just excited to see because we haven't seen this side of Pete Dunne since what was the Cruiserweight Classic when he was a heel, which was a long time ago. So Pete Dunne being Pete Dunne, he got the name back. Now he get to bring the persona back.
Chuck, your boy didn't get to have a banger, man. Sheamus.
Nah. I was actually more impressed about Big Bronson.
Yeah, definitely.
That dude can move.
Yeah.
That man. What do you call that last move?
The tsunami.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Next up, man, this was maybe it's just me because I watch AEW, but I'm telling you, they had a Damian Priest promo, and he took the exact ending that Toni Storm did last week that was so symbolic, where she said, I hope you're prepared to die because I am. I'm telling you, that's the hottest feud in all of wrestling. You got guys copying the women. Damian, I knew you was mid, man. I knew it. Can't make up your own shit. But how'd you feel about this promo, Chuck?
It was all right.
It was babyface, like you said. He is officially babyface now.
Yeah, you are.
I'm not understanding how you're.
He didn't change nothing. He changed absolutely nothing.
He still got the same grimy crew. How this just makes no sense, man.
That's what I said. I'm so. What is the word? Perplexed.
Right.
I'm so perplexed. Big word. No, I'm saying, bro. I'm perplexed.
I think that I think the only thing he did differently is he stopped having the Judgment Day interfere in his matches. Right. And somehow that was all he needed to do to turn babyface, was to say, y'all stand back. But other than that, he hasn't really changed anything else.
Not at all.
Yeah, but
they would still come out.
Yeah, but they don't interfere in the matches no more. He told them don't interfere, so I guess that was it.
Did.
But yeah, it was all right. It was all right. It was babyface. It was like basically what do you call it? Textbook babyface promo.
Yep, definitely.
That's all it was.
But one promo that was not mid was Braun Breaker, who took the seriousness of this feud to a whole nother level. I believe what he was saying, you know, seeing Sammy at the Comedy Store right before their last match, and he just saying, the joke will be on you, but at the end of SummerSlam, the title will be on me. That was bars, Chuck.
That was mic drop moment right there.
Bars.
Yes.
How'd you feel about that, Chuck?
I literally was screaming and barking while at work. People were looking at me like I'm stupid, but the dog let it. That's why I said the dog. Chuck, yeet dog up. Ron, come on.
Do you believe in him now, Ron? Like Hendry?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm. If they don't put the title on Braun Breaker after that promo, what are you doing? I don't understand it. When he said that you are already preparing for a life out of WWE after I beat you.
Facts.
With your comedy.
Facts.
Man, he said I'm all in and you got your eggs in another basket. I'm like, man,
I feel so sorry for Sammy. He getting hurt SummerSlam.
Yeah, this was a really good promo. I was smirking the whole time. I'm like, he cooking.
Let me break something down. Hey, people at home, let me break something down. The best promos come when you take truth and you load your gun with it and you just start spraying. Those are the best ones because you can't really rebuttal them. It's true. They're all facts. Nothing was lied. There was no.
Shots fired for show. Next up, we get a quick, pretty much squash match where Jey Uso defeats Carlito. That was not cool, man.
He scared the apple out of him.
Man, Jey Uso just cannot get something of quality, respect, to be the most over guy. You see, they're not even putting his entrance on TV. They trying to they don't want us to know how over he is. You know what I mean? It's getting crazy at this point, man.
I'm with Rikishi, man. It's like the best y'all got.
Yeah.
The best
I'm starting
y'all
to feel
got
like
is
him.
this thing.
Like, what the? Come on, what? Carlito eating the apple? Come on, get out of here,
man.
He said y'all trying to mess up his real life marriage. What y'all doing?
All right.
The worst part is, as bad as this was, he's still going to get over because people are going to talk about him spearing the apple out of Carlito.
Yeah, that was cold. Shout out Carlito. That was a great sale.
That was cool.
Definitely.
As much as they tried to rush this and try to get it along, he speared the apple out of Carlito.
I will say this about Carlito, and I shared a video with the group about how Carlito, they give him a little bit, and he take that little bit, and he makes something out of it. Just the little stuff that he does in the background, little stuff he says, how he was walking around with the broken PS5, talking about, are we going to replace this? It's just little stuff like that. Like, all right, y'all not giving me a lot of time, but I'm about to make every minute that y'all see me, y'all gonna remember something I did. So shout out to Carlito.
Right. Shout out Carlito. Speaking on what Ron just said, man, was it me or like everybody in Judgment Day seemed to just be cool with him being there, except for Mommy? And
you gotta get warmed up.
Dominic's acting like he's annoyed with Carlito, even though you
right.
were just backing him up for weeks. But now you're like, yeah, because Mommy said yeah. Like, get the fuck
Did you see the outfit she was wearing? Of course he gonna agree.
Yeah, what the funniest thing with last week, how Carlito was trying to get in her good graces and chiming in and agreeing to everything which she said. Yeah, you don't want to do that. So maybe Dom's getting back at him.
Maybe. But next up, we get DeVille, Shayna Baszler, and Zoe Starks backstage. They corner Selena Vega, who already has a cast on. And then Shayna Baszler puts the arm up against the wall and slams it. Once more, she got to be out for sure. Ain't no wrestling with that. If you don't sell that right there, that's just stupidity. But after the commercial break, you see Carter and Chance and Lyra Valkyria, like, where the hell was y'all a minute ago? What the heck? Ryan, you was talking about Zelina getting fired up, man.
Yeah, I guess she needed some time off. I don't know. They're about to give it to her. She's about to be she should be on her podcast with a cast on or a sling on.
She gotta be.
Just to sell it some more. But I think this was probably smart, knowing that she was getting some momentum and they didn't have anything for her. So I'm thinking that they're just kind of putting her on the shelf for a second with something that could be believable until after SummerSlam when they got this mid-card title in the picture. So then she can go for something. Because you got a few women that could be going for this title that are kind of just doing nothing. So maybe this was a way so that she doesn't lose her momentum.
Definitely.
I thought it was the opposite.
Oh, what do you think?
I actually thought it was a way to give her something. You know how they leave like little breadcrumbs that you come back from? That way she needs to take some time off and do what she needs to do. It gives her a way back in without her having to start from the bottom and try to make herself relevant again. It's just, you hurt me, like the whole Liv and Rhea thing. It's like it automatically puts you back in a storyline when you got to come back.
Well, that's what I meant. I meant that, they got to... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She was getting some momentum, and it was going to like stall out at some point, and they didn't want it to. So they put her on the shelf in a believable way. So when she comes back, she's not starting from the beginning, and she'll still be in that mid-card picture because she was gaining some of that momentum.
Okay, my bad. I heard it wrong. My bad. I agree with Ron.
And speaking of mid-card, Chuck, no New Day breakup. But we do get Xavier Woods losing yet again to Karrion Kross. What do you make of all of this, Chuck?
Break the New Day up. Let Xavier go for like the little, what is that one? The speed challenge champion.
Right.
And let's take the AOP out of that group. Let them go do something. Legitimate tag team something, let them run for a belt, and give us Karrion Kross doing something towards a belt, or at least a mid-card belt. Like, let's give us the old Karrion Kross back. I don't know what they're doing. I'm done.
So I don't know if anybody else noticed, and I don't know if it's always been this, but I did notice that his handle on Instagram now says Killer Kross. If it didn't say Killer Kross already,
I did not see that.
I am hoping. They don't need to break it. They don't need to break up the Final Testament, but they do need to take. They do need to take Karrion Kross and give us Killer Kross again, and then make AOP the monsters that they were when they were in NXT. And who has the titles right now? You have who are the champions? Oh, Finn.
Finn.
JD. Finn and JD.
That's the other one. That's the other brand.
So, I don't know. They should have the title, but I don't know how you properly build them up at this point. They're gonna have to do some more squash matches, which I hate. Right. I don't know. They got to figure something out, but they should be in a tag championship picture, and we need Killer Kross back with the crazy theatrical entrance that he used to have. Yep. With the crazy entrance he used to have with Scarlett, because that theatrical thing that
was hard. Yeah, I missed that.
Bring something like that back.
Yep.
Well, I think I don't even think you have to have squash matches with AOP. You just have to put them in believable matches.
And have them win.
And have them win for sure.
Have them win.
That is important. Shout out Street Profits. Ask them about that.
If you put them versus Tom and Joe from the street,
Yeah.
You're gonna need about 10 of those, as opposed to you put them against what's the number one babyface tag right now on Raw? I can't even think of what it is. It'll probably be Miz and Truth. Have them beat Miz and Truth. Nah, that's one. Have them beat another team, and now you automatically got them in the title picture because there's not really many tag teams.
Not at all.
Yeah, they don't need to actually have, like, I think a lot of times they fall into the having to put them in feuds in order to build it up. Just have them do tag team matches and work their way up to be number one contenders.
Because right now they just look like hired goons. They don't even look like a tag team.
Not at all,
Yeah.
man.
And that's the reason I said take them out. I mean, you can leave them in if you're gonna do something with them, but right now they just look like Karrion Kross's hired goons, and to me they're better than that.
You could tell that WWE was not playing on this go-home show. They were not going to give people the mic who couldn't handle the build-up. That's why we had a lot of tape promos. And next up, we had a Liz Morgan tape promo that was pretty damn good. She said, "Screw you, Dominic." She tried to come off like this psychotic woman who's coming back for vengeance. But she's the champion. Why do you need vengeance? This is why I believe she's about to lose it. Ryan, am I on to something here? Or...
I think
champions aren't victims.
Yeah, I think she's going to maintain the title. I think they're going to be in Steel Women's Championship and a champion, and I think it's going to be because Dominic chooses her. I think they might go that route. I think they might go that route. But I did like this presentation. I like this presentation. I thought it was believable. I thought she looked like a woman scorned, and we know about how that goes.
Yeah, we do.
And
we do.
I am looking forward to this match. I thought it was going to be okay before, but I'm looking forward to it more now.
Chuck?
I honestly, it's going to sound really bad. Her whole promo, I missed Alexa Bliss because Alexa could give off that psychotic. And she give off positive, whether she is a champ or non-champ. She made every acting spot believable, and the whole time Liv was talking, I'm just sitting there like, man, I miss Alexa Bliss because she would have sold the hell out of this.
Right.
Even being a champ, like Alexa could sell the whole. Because you broke my heart, I'm gonna break your girl face, and I'm gonna retain this championship. And by the way, buy your little clubhouse. You know what I'm saying? Right. She could sell that great, and you'd be like, "Oh yeah, Dom, you fucked up. You cost Rhea the belt." But I don't know. To me, I'm with A, man. I think she's just kind of saying, "I'm about to lose."
Right. But this next segment, I have to pass it to Ryan. This was a segment I had a little technical difficulties, but can you break down that Carter and Chance and damage control whole situation?
So the match started. They looked good during this match. I will say that they did look good as a tag team. But they continued on like they should have with the. I don't know. They don't have a name yet, though. It's just Sonya Deville and her goons, basically.
I don't want to be disrespectful and do like the internet and call them the lesbians. You know, that's very
they need a name.
Wrong. They need a name.
Somebody was calling me on TikTok.
What'd you say?
Somebody on TikTok called them the Scissor Squad. I was like, whoa.
They did something like that.
They did do something like that.
So
but I really
lined up their hands like with the Scissor Squad. I was like, oh shit.
I really liked the finish though. How they had Katana Chance kind of miss her move a little bit, and then Zoe hit her with that knee, which she sells that like it was like I was like, did she hit her for real? I had to look. And then Zoe's finish, where it's basically kind of like to go to sleep, but she flips her in the process. Yeah. I really like that move, and then damage control coming out afterwards. I like that too because damage control should be dominant, and they came off as anime villains, and I kind of like that too.
And they got a new thing. What is this on the face? What was they doing?
I don't know. I don't know what that is. There might be some saying that they got the loaded guns. I don't know.
Stop with the gang signs. This is wrestling. What the hell?
I honestly got a Charlie's Angels, Asian Charlie's Angels when I watched that. How they doing?
Oh man! But next
Even
up,
at
we
that
got a
promo, that promo
Huh?
backstage when she asked him afterwards, and they did the entire promo in Japanese. And
Yeah,
I
that's
was
what I
like,
was just about to say. Yep.
and
That-
they sound like anime villains, and I was like, I like this. I think
Man,
I
that
really
was
like
definitely-
it.
But they say at the end of the day, they should feel like they ran things because we weren't here. But now that we're back, we run things. I was like, ooh, okay.
And then after that, we had Rhea Ripley's rebuttal to Liv's promo. How'd you feel about that, Chuck?
I really didn't think Rhea needed to respond. Which is really
Yeah,
bad.
she didn't. I didn't think so either.
I thought it was like overkill. Like
Yeah.
she like, I took you out, yeah, and you came back and did me. Good job. But now I gotta make you pay. I'm like, all right, look, you didn't have to say nothing. We already knew what you were coming back for.
Right.
Girl's been running from you since you got back. You didn't have to say shit. You just gotta show up.
Right.
They should have did something like came to her with a camera. Said, "Did you hear Liv's response? Do you have a response to Liv's response?" She should have just looked at the camera and then walked off. That would have
much
been
better.
good enough.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
it.
For sure. But next up, Sammy defeats Dominic Mysterio by DQ because Carlo and JD come down and put their nose in business that didn't belong to them. But Sammy's brother, Jay Uso, comes down to the ring for the save, chasing them off. And when Sammy's all alone, out comes Braun Breaker, but he did not get the last laugh. Sammy was the last one standing with Braun Breaker looking weak, somewhat discrediting a great promo, which was just dumb. But typically, when the last guy gets knocked out before a pay-per-view, that means, I'm getting my lick because I know you about to lose. So that could be a telltale sign that Braun Breaker is for sure winning at SummerSlam. You feel that way, Ron?
I think so too. I think that they wanted to make it look like, he has a counter for that spear that's been killing him all the time. So when he tries it during SummerSlam, Braun can dodge it and then come back the other way and hit him with a spear or something. But I think definitely this is if Triple H does it right, then Braun Breaker should be the new Intercontinental Champion after Saturday.
For sure.
I actually thought it was great.
Yeah.
I actually thought it was great. And the only reason I thought it was great is because in Sammy's promo, he kept saying, "You've been jumping me from my back for weeks. And you keep underestimating me." Right? So I thought it was perfect that Braun came out and Sammy was already ready for it.
Right.
And even though Sammy stood tall, if anybody really knows, Braun kind of smirked at him a little bit, like, all right. But come Saturday, I'm not going to try to sneak you. I'm coming straight directly to your face and see if you can counter that.
Yeah.
Also, like before the match, when they were talking to Sammy, and Sammy said that, yeah, I did have my comedy show, and I still beat you last week. So what does that mean? So,
and it will not be the same this weekend. But I pray that if Sammy jump over that spear, I want him when he jump over that spear. I want Braun to catch him and just power bomb him.
Oh, that would be.
And just reverse it that way. That'll be cold, man. But I'm looking forward to the new Intercontinental Champion, Braun Breaker, which we will be there, ladies and gentlemen. So make sure y'all drop a DM. Check us out on our lives. We'll be down there in Cleveland filming all day Saturday. If you see us, make sure you stop to say what up. And we might have some merch down there too for you.
Why didn't I realize that we're going to be outside? I didn't realize we were going to be outside until I saw the stadium. Too. I was like, oh, we're going to be outside.
Hey, right. Did anybody check the weather for that day?
I think it's going to be hot.
I hope it is. Damn, we got to do logistics here. I didn't even realize. Y'all both giving me breaking news. Like, what the hell? I thought it was inside too.
We're going to be out there with the sunscreen because we still going to need it.
All I'm saying is if it's gonna rain, we gotta get those little umbrella hats, you know, the ones.
Oh man.
And if it's gonna be hot as shit, we might need the little umbrella hats.
Oh man, yeah, I gotta figure this stuff out here. But like I said, yeah, make sure y'all say what up to if y'all see us down there. But
take a picture with us.
For sure. In the main event, Gunther defeats Finn Balor. Finn Balor said, "Don't come down under no circumstances." But afterwards, Gunther was about to kill Finn Balor, and Damian Priest couldn't help himself and comes down and saves Finn Balor, a former Universal Champion, a former NXT Champion. Gunther is right. He is just being made to look like a little chump, and I cannot wait till he splits. Hopefully it's this weekend. Chuck, your thoughts on the main event and Slap Daddy getting the win?
Man, look, when Slap Daddy first hit Finn, Finn hit him first. He hit him, and you see Gunther look down and look at him, Finn hit him again. And Gunther came back with I literally grabbed my chest when Finn went down. Like, and like, I was like, oh shit. Every time
slaps be so
Daddy
loud,
hit him,
man, they're dangerous.
Every time he chopped him, I grabbed my chest like, dog. And they was talking about it. It was like, look how burnt red his chest is. And I'm like, he is slapping the shit out of his ass, dog. And I'm happy he got the win. And I really like because he choked the shit out of him.
Right.
Like he did so to get to win the Raw version to go to the face around Randy. Yeah. He won that same way, choking him out. And then if you notice, he looked up the ramp. And then he grabbed him again and was waiting. he knew he was baiting Damian.
Yep.
Now, I will say Damian threw like 3 haymakers I thought was like clean blows. But the rest of them, he was... Like, y'all know I can't hold my tongue, but he was swinging like a girl, bro. Except for the elbow shots. I like the elbow ones. But when he was punching,
right.
Like,
I think he caught him. I think he accidentally caught him for real a couple times, and Gunther probably gave him that look like, "Hey."
Like so I said, was clean. 3 of them was clean, but the rest of them just looked like some
so
wild
he was trying to.
like,
he was trying to tone it down so he didn't accidentally clip him again. That's what I think it was, because he knew if he did again, them receipts from that slap with the slap would be coming.
Hey, look,
receipts ain't no joke.
Hey, if it was me, I'd be like, look. Receipt me on Saturday because I got to make this look believable going into Saturday. We got a match for sale, so get me later. Right. That was me. I remember Undertaker said that on one of his little podcasts. He was like, I used to tell guys like, "Hey, don't bullshit it. If you need to sell it, hit me."
Right.
He said, "We'll talk about the receipts later."
For the go home show, Monday Night Raw before SummerSlam, on a scale of 1 to 10, Ryan T, what are you giving this show? It's the go home show. This is supposed to be the biggest show.
It wasn't the. It was. I want to say it wasn't it. It wasn't it. Only thing that got me excited was probably that the Wyatt Six, which I don't think they have nothing to do with SummerSlam.
They don't got a match till Monday.
And none of the stuff for SummerSlam got me any more excited than I already was for any of the matches. So this one might have been a 5.5 today. Especially for a go home show.
Wow. If Ron is starting there, I am afraid we are ahead. Wow. Okay. Chuck, what do you got?
Man, there was this one movie by Jet Li. It was called The One. And Braun Breaker's promo was the one that got this show a 1.1.
Damn, 1.1.
Our show was weak, bro.
I'm going a little higher. I had a 6. I had a 6.7.
Put it this way.
Okay.
Put it this way. I almost said yes to working overtime this weekend because I'm watching this was like, I ain't got nothing to do this weekend. I was like, oh shit, we supposed to be there live.
Right.
Like I wasn't interested anymore.
Right. Yeah, I'm giving it in the 6s, and I went online because, like I told Chuck, I'm on this program where we could upgrade our seats. I went on there this morning, and I could not believe the number of tickets that was. It was like, it looked like on the map half the stadium was still available. This is getting scary, man. I don't think nobody want to see SummerSlam, man. We might be the only idiots there.
I think people were kind of waiting.
We waiting till the day of. We're gonna figure out, but it was a ton of good seats, ton of them.
Yeah, I think people are waiting to do exactly that. They're gonna be like, "Well, we got a sold out crowd," because everybody's gonna get it within like 3 or 4 hours before the show.
But they did mention your girls though, Ron. They said that they got one match before they face Jade and Bianca.
Yeah, that's
their
gonna happen.
Days are numbered and low digits.
That's tomorrow. Tomorrow is that it's the Great American Bash day one.
Yep. Day one tomorrow. So we will definitely.
I am excited
tomorrow.
for that.
I am too.
So that will be the next time you guys see it, because I am pretty sure we're gonna have to do an NXT post show tomorrow. So until then, any last words?
Hey man, look, I'm gonna need for SummerSlam to be worth something.
Right.
Okay? We gonna be there live. This is a big moment for us. We been there, we're live and since we started.
Right.
So I honestly think the blue brand is gonna carry the show. Yeah. I think the blue brand is gonna carry SummerSlam.
And I'm gonna hate to admit this, the only thing that can save SummerSlam is the one.
The blue brand.
Right.
Hey,
that's the only thing.
I actually thought about a shocker, and I'm gonna throw this with y'all right now before blue brand. If Roman don't show up, but Rock shows up, would you be pissed?
No, I wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't.
No,
I actually would be happy.
I just want to throw that out there.
So the final boss.
Somebody said his movie is done. Somebody said
the final boss of the Tribal Chief has to show up at SummerSlam.
Damn, Chuck, you got me thinking, man. Because he said him and Cody story just began. He may cost Cody the title.
Because I don't know if y'all seen on the sneaker shopping thing I sent y'all today. Cody was like, "Be careful with that. Rock might come for you." And he was talking about the title because Joe was carrying the title. Which is the reason I thought about it, because I went online and they said Rock's movie is done. He's done with his movie. I don't know.
I swear, if I hear, if you smell, I'm losing it. I'm losing it.
Hey, if I hear if you smell, y'all might have to have a backup shirt for me because I'm ripping what I got on.
Right. But until tomorrow, NXT post show, it's your boy ABE from DET.
It's your boy Ron T, the Icon.
It's Chuck, the Yeet Dog Jordan.
And you listening to the Holy Shhh Podcast.
I'm gonna start putting my name on the thing for whatever my name is for the night.
We see y'all tomorrow.
Media.